it is something that I've always dealt with in the past, is when you're an actor backstage, I mean, these guys and girls have been backstage for minutes and hours sometimes. They've been back there, they're chomping at the bit, they're getting a lot of energy going, getting ready to go. Let me tell you something as an actor. We have no idea how the crowd is. We don't know the size of the crowd. We don't know the energy of the crowd. So what I've always wanted, I wanted to share that energy from the crowd to our people backstage. So we're going to do that today, okay? But I need your help. Now we've done 4 shows already, and each time we've done better and better at this. So I expect, since this is our finale show, I expect this to be the best. So I want to feel that energy, let it flow through these curtains, and let these actors know what kind of crowd we got. So with that said, this side over here, when I tell you, I want you to go, hey! This side, your cue is, ho! All right? Can y'all do that? We're going to find out. Here we go. There's something about live theater that we all love. And let me say this, the great actor Morgan Freeman once said, there'd be no theater if there's no community theater. And with that said, on behalf of myself and the entire team of Okeechobee Community Theater, this is See How They Run.
Penelope didn't mention you were coming to tea.
I have not come to tea, Mr. Tube. I've come to see you.
Oh, well, but tea is in, so won't you join us? Do sit down. Penelope! Penelope! It's no use. When Penelope begins her exercises, she's lost to the world. Never mind. Let's begin, shall we?
Mr. Tube, I'm hurt.
Oh dear. Where?
I'm hurt. Grieved.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm afraid I cannot offer you sugar.
No tea, thank you. Mr. Tube, it's the church decorations for the Harvest Festival.
What is?
Mr. Tube, have you been dissatisfied with my contributions to the church decorations in the past?
No, I shouldn't think so. Why?
Well, you will remember that I have always decorated the pulpit for both the Easter and the Harvest Festivals. Why, everyone knows that it's my special little effort. I've been decorating the pulpit since...
Oh, since time immemorial, I know.
Not quite as long as that, Mr. Tube.
Well, certainly not. Do go on, Miss Gillen.
When I arrived at the church to do my little bit this afternoon, what should I find? The pulpit had
No, no. Who would dare do such a thing?
No one would tell me. But I do have my suspicions. I've got no quarrel with you, Mr. Chick. You and I have always been the best of friends, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yes, certainly. I do have some tea, Miss Gillen.
Thank you. Yes, wonderful friends. So when I have to say what I'm going to say, but Mr. Chick, it is so difficult to concentrate with that dreadful your dear wife singing.
It is a bit distracting. Perhaps if I... Penelope! Penelope!
Oh, is that you, Lionel?
Oh, yes, dear.
Ask Daddy to bring the tea in.
Tea is already in.
We'll go easy on the muffin.
Penelope, Miss Gillen is here.
Who?
Miss Gillen.
What about her?
She's here.
Oh,
Well, do hurry down, dear. Miss Gillen is hurt.
good. I mean, I'm terribly sorry.
Such a keen sense of humor. Now, where were you, Miss Gillen? The pulpit, yes.
Mr. Chip, I will come straight to the point. I have reason to believe that the pulpit was decorated behind my back by Mrs. Took.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Most awkward.
No, I've got nothing against Mrs. Took personally, nothing at all. Though there are some who say that it isn't quite the thing for the vicar's wife to appear in the village wearing trousers, even in these times.
Oh, well, Mrs. Toop is also the niece of a bishop, and has been since before I married her, Miss Gillen.
Yes, but she was an American actress before she married you, and the stage was a curious profession.
Miss Gillen! Oh, you must forgive this, Miss Gillen. I'm straight from the bath.
Oh, yes, of course. One doesn't get so dirty decorating the church, doesn't one?
Quait. Well, now, who has been mother?
Mother?
I mean, who has poured out the tea? I'm dying for a cup, and I'm frightfully superstitious. The English say if more than one person pours out of the pot, it's a sign of a row.
Oh.
Or that one of the pourers is going to have a baby, and we don't want one yet, do we, Lionel?
Oh, Penelope, please.
And I'm sure Miss Gillen does it.
Oh, Mrs. Took!
I poured.
By the way, darling, do you think Mr. What's-his-name will mind?
Mr. Who? Penelope, sometimes you...
You know, darling, your friend who's taking the service for you tomorrow.
Oh, you mean Mr. Humphrey?
Yes, of course, Mr. Humphrey.
Well, he's no friend of mine. I've never met the man.
Well, do you think he'll mind?
My what?
Well, darling, we ran rather short of chrysanthemums. I'm afraid the pulpit is mostly decorated in turnips and leeks. Now, Miss Gillen, more tea?
I do not wish any tea. Thank you.
Oh. What have I done wrong now?
Oh, Penelope.
There's no use pretending I haven't erred and strayed. The air is simply charged with righteous indignation. Now, Lionel, would you run away like a good boy? Then Miss Gillen and I can both let our back hair down and scratch each other's eyes out.
I have not come to see you, Mrs. Duke. I merely wish to have a little talk with the vicar.
It's a most exasperating fact, Miss Gillen, that after every one of your little talks with my husband, he and I have one hell of a row.
I'm sure Miss Gillen only wishes to be helpful. She should know the villagers longer than you have, and here's more of their gossip than you do.
I'll say she does.
Mr. Took, I will not stay here to be insulted. Mrs. Took, you have been in this village for nearly a year now, and in all that time, I have not done anything but try to befriend you.
Then it must be my fault. I'm sorry, Miss Gillen, but the fact remains that every time we meet, I'm seized with a wild desire to leap on the village green, tear off all my clothes, and dance the hula hula.
If you did, Mrs. Took, we might be shocked, but I doubt we'd be surprised.
By the way, what is it this time? The soldier in the jeep?
No, I'm afraid it is not. Miss Gillen, I'm afraid she mentioned that to me yesterday. It was a most unfortunate incident.
You call waiting to a soldier in a jeep an unfortunate incident.
It is what others might call it that matters, Mrs. Took. You not only waved, you...
So I did.
But did you know the soldier, Penelope?
Not from Adam. In fact, I hardly had time to notice him at all. He just waved and yah! So I just waved and yah! back. Didn't I, Miss Gillen?
it?
Well, hardly conduct suitable for a vicar's wife, Shirley.
I'm sorry, darling, but there are times I forget I'm a vicar's wife and behave like an ordinary human being.
Penelope, I resent that.
Lionel, if we're going to have a row, we are not going to have it in front of Miss Skillen.
You need not to be about me, Mrs. Took. I am going. I am so sorry that my good intentions have been so misunderstood.
Oh, Miss Gillen, I can't say how.
I believe that I can get over it. I believe that I'm broad-minded. I only hope that I can forget and forgive. I believe that I am broad-minded.
I'll say you are, Miss Skillen.
Penelope, please. I'll see you to your bicycle.
Thank you. I'm perfectly capable of mounting by myself.
Ida!
Yes, Mum?
You can clear away the tea things, Ida.
Yes, Mum? Somebody hasn't drunk all the tea.
It's mine. You can take it away. I don't want it.
And you haven't had no muffin. You haven't been letting it get to you, have you, Mum? You know why she's got a knife into you, haven't you, Mum?
I think so, Ida.
And so does everybody. Well, I'll say this for her. She tried hard enough, but if she had landed him, it would have been God help him.
Penelope, I'm ashamed. Ashamed.
I knew it. I knew it. Off we go. One day I'll strangle that woman. What did she actually come up about? I never did find out.
Well, it appears you decorated the pulpit for the Harvest Festival.
Well, what about it?
Well, the pulpit is traditionally Miss Skillen's territory.
Oh, darling. Lionel, I didn't do it purposely. I swear I didn't. Of course, that old cow will never believe it.
Oh, Penelope, I must ask you to moderate your language. You know, in your position, you should act with a little more decorum.
You mean I should act the vicar's wife a little more?
Well, not act the vicar's wife. That is the problem, Penelope. Can't you forget you've been an actress and behave more as the niece of a bishop?
And just how is that? The only other bishop's niece I know is in the chorus.
I believe you're deliberately trying to provoke me. If I may ask a question, is it absolutely necessary to walk about the village in trousers?
Well, why on earth shouldn't I? They're comfortable and serviceable, and they're economical.
Well, that may be, but as Miss Skillen says...
Darling, a woman with a bottom like hers could say anything.
Oh, Penelope!
She's only livid because she can't wear the...
Oh, I will not stay here to listen to your vulgarities.
Please, it's Willie Briggs from the farm. He's at the back door waiting.
Yeah, I'll see him straight away. May I suggest, Penelope, that you go upstairs and get dressed? I'd rather the villagers see you in your trousers than without them.
She's still here, Mum.
Who are you talking about, Ida?
Miss Skillen, she's in the garage.
What is she doing there?
Mending a bicycle. I punctured it.
Purposely?
Hey, Ma! For spite.
Hello. Hello, this is the vicarage. Mrs. Jupe speaking. Who? Uncle Dudley, how lovely. Where on earth are you speaking from? Lancaster, what on earth are you doing there? Coming on here? We shall be delighted. Tomorrow, but why not tonight? I see. Well, make it as early as you can in the morning. Why not? I see. Well, you're a wicked old man, but you take an awful lot of living up to. No, I can't explain now. It would take too long. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Well, who is that?
Uncle?
Uncle who?
Uncle Dudley.
Oh, not the bishop.
Himself.
Oh, dear. Gracious. Wait, what was that you said about seeing him tomorrow?
There's no need for you to get so excited, Lionel. He's staying the night in Lancaster at the Cross Keys and coming on here tomorrow.
At the Cross Keys? Oh, but that's just a different hotel. I suppose you wouldn't know that.
Even a bishop can learn.
Yes, the bishop coming tomorrow and not even taking the service.
I know, aren't you lucky?
I beg your pardon?
Well, darling, Uncle is very proud of the fact that he memorizes his sermons. If he saw you reading one of yours, he'd cut me out of his will. In any case, he's purposely arriving just in time to be too late for the morning service.
Extraordinary.
No, human. By the way, darling, do you think we could get something decent in for Uncle to drink? All we have at the moment is a bottle of very bad cooking sherry.
What should we get?
Anything you can. Use your sex appeal. Uncle's very broad-minded.
I'll get what I can. Oh dear. I wonder if I should even go now.
Go where?
Well, to Ethampton with the Glee Singers. They're putting on a concert at the American Air Base tonight. Young Briggs has been to mention the pianist is ill, and as they can't find a replacement, to ask if I would deputize for them.
Why on earth shouldn't you?
Well, the bishop coming tomorrow, and I've never met the man.
Lionel, there's no need for you to prepare yourself for the occasion. Off you go and enjoy yourself.
Well, I hardly call playing the piano for the Glee Singers enjoying myself. However, I suppose I must go. Young Briggs is waiting for me now.
Will you be late in, darling?
I shouldn't think so. Although Briggs did mention a supper following the concert, it is to be the principal feature of the
Please,
evening.
sir, it's Willie Briggs, sir. He says, will you hurry, sir? Time's getting on.
Oh, well, I'll be there right away. We'll go upstairs and put a few more clothes on, Penelope. You're not out, Ida?
Yes, sir.
Ida, when you come tonight, put a couple hot water bottles in the spare room bed. We have a guest arriving tomorrow. My uncle, the Bishop of Lax.
A bishop.
And don't be late in, Ida. You know the vicar doesn't like you out after 10. Americans or no Americans.
Yes, ma'am. The trouble with you, Ida, is you haven't got no... Was you want something?
I did not see you there.
I saw you.
I bet you know you punctured my bicycle.
I never.
Very careless girl. I wonder if the vicar could help me. I'm having a little trouble with my inner tube.
I'm sure he'd be delighted, but he's gone out.
Ted! Has Mrs. Juke gone with him?
No, she hasn't. She'll be back in a minute.
In that case, I won't stay.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Does. Is a friend of yours?
No, no, not yet.
Oh,
Excuse me, are you the vicar's wife?
I am not.
Good. I mean, it doesn't really matter what I mean.
Are you looking for Mrs. Toop?
Mrs. Who?
Mrs. Toop. Are you looking for the vicar's wife? Are you looking for her?
I don't really know.
I beg your pardon.
As a matter of fact, I'm trying to find a young lady.
Indeed.
Was you meaning a special one, or would anyone do?
Yeah, a special one, a very special one. Very old friend of mine.
Then why come to the vicarage? There are no young ladies here. None.
Well, I may not be what you call a lady, but I've got me feelings.
Ada, have I seen you before somewhere, young man?
Seen me before? I don't think so.
I believe I've seen your face before. Got a very good memory for faces.
I've had it a long time. Penelope.
Clive! Darling! What on earth are you doing here?
For you.
This is heaven!
Oh.
Miss Skillen! The vicar is out,
But I need it.
and will be out till rather late tonight. I will tell him you called, and will no doubt call again very early in the morning. I think that is all, Miss Skillen.
Really?
Penelope.
Ida! This is an old friend of mine. We used to be on the stage
It's all right,
together.
Mum. You don't have to use a sledgehammer to get rid of me. Live and let live. That's what I say.
Well, you got rid of them rather quickly. You were kind of abrupt with the cop phone, girl.
You mean Miss Skillen? Every time I see that woman, my temperature rises and breaks another record. Never mind about her, though. Pity I embraced you in front of her.
Why?
She won't sleep until she's told my husband.
Your husband? You're not Mrs. Poopadoop, are you?
Toop, darling, toop. And I am and have been for nearly a year now.
Huh. But why?
What do you mean, why?
Well, you a vicar's wife? Last time I seen you, you were a young actress bursting with ambition, and now you're living here in England.
An old married hag?
No, not yet. But what about your career?
Oh, that. My acting wasn't exactly what you'd call brilliant, was it?
Well, I don't know. Not too bad. But are you happy here?
Perfectly. Although sometimes I lose my sense of humor and want to scream the place down.
I bet you do.
Well, what about you? What are you doing here? And in uniform? By the way, would you like some tea?
No thank you.
Well, sorry I can't offer you anything except for cooking sherry.
But I haven't brought anything to cook.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, thanks to our Russian friends, my discharge hasn't come through yet, and I've been sent here from Berlin
Sent where?
to the air base in Withampton. A very unimportant job on the airlift to Berlin.
Well, Hampton, Lionel's gone there for the evening. He's playing piano for the village glee singers. They're giving a concert for the Americans.
Or Americans.
Well, tell me, Clive, how did you know I was here?
Well, I saw you yesterday.
When?
When I was in the Jeep. I thought you recognized me. I waved and you waved back.
Good Lord, was that you?
Yeah. I saw you turn in the gate at the vicarage and thought perhaps you were staying here. I had the night off, so I thought I would look you up.
Well, thank goodness you did, Clive. I was just wondering what I was going to do to pass the evening. All the same, I don't think we ought to stay in the house.
Why? It's a very comfortable house.
Yes, but except for you, I am completely alone in it.
Oh, I see. And Mrs. Skillen wouldn't approve.
She wouldn't approve, but boy, would she love it. God, what she'd make of it.
We should go out somewhere then.
Yes, but where? There's nowhere to go around here.
We could go to the... Oh, I bet it'd be quite the thing if the vicar's wife was seen in the village pub with an American soldier.
It wouldn't be quite the thing for a vicar's wife to be seen in a pub at all, you fool. We might go to a movie.
A movie?
Oh, wait a minute. Clive, could you bear to stick your nose inside the theater, or would it break your heart?
A theater? Well, what theater?
Well, we have a little group here. Here we are. This week, the court players present... No, I can't believe it. This week, the court players present Noel Coward's delightful comedy, Private Lives.
No.
Yes! Clive, just how many weeks do we perform Private Lives for the USO?
43 and a half. Remember those 3 nights in Merthyr
Yes. Well, could you bear to see it again?
Bear to? I'd love to. Although they'd probably throw me out for shouting out the lines in my old park.
Then we'll go.
Wait a minute. Where's it at?
Blackford. It's only a few miles away, and there's a bus.
Sorry, my dear. The trip's off.
What? Why?
Blackford is out of bounds.
What does that mean?
Simply that if I was caught in Blackford in uniform, I would be shot at dawn. And then they'd cancel my next leave.
But why is it out of bounds? For what reason?
My sweet, in the Army, there's never any reason for anything. Just some brass hat somewhere thought it was rather a good idea, what?
Well, it's a shame. Just think, we could have gone over there, seen the show, had a meal, had another meal, and come back on the last bus.
My dear, you must be hungry. Either way, as the English say, we've had it, love.
Ida! Haven't you gone?
Yes, Mum, I've been and come back.
Why? Have you forgotten something?
Yes, Mum, Mr. Tibbs' trousers.
What?
You said you wanted Mother to put a patch on them.
Oh, yes, of course. I brought the whole suit down this morning. Here you are, Ida. Ask your mother to look to the jacket cuffs and...
Oh, Mum, this isn't it.
Not.
No, Mum, this is Mr. Tibbs' second best suit.
How many suits does he got?
3.
Black, market.
Damn. And where have I put
I
the
better
other
go
one?
look for it.
Yes. No? Wait a minute. I think I know just where to lay my hands on it. Sorry, Clive. Won't be a minute.
Turned out nice again, hasn't it?
Rather.
I'm Ida.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
I'm Ida.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No! I'm Ida!
Oh, you're Ida. I'm awfully glad about
Don't
that.
mention it.
You know who I am?
No.
Eisenhower's the name.
Go on, you're pulling my leg.
As if I would.
Well, I'm in your heaven.
Oh, well, that's beautiful. We should go to the picture some night together.
But I don't have another night off till next Wednesday.
Never mind. Heaven, wait.
Here you are, Ida. Ask your mother to do the best she can with it.
Don't worry, Mum. Mother will make it so as you won't know it.
Will she make it so that Mr. Two can wear it? That's all I ask.
I shouldn't worry, Mum. I'll fetch this back with me tonight and take it upstairs. And I should put that one away?
No, I'll do that. Run along, Ida.
I wish you were in these.
You've made a hit. Yeah, Ida, she's an absolute joy. I wouldn't be without her for the world. Listen, Clive, I have an idea. Turn around.
What? What are you doing? Whoa! Hey, what is this, a medical inspection? Ha! 99!
Near enough for size. You can wear this.
What? Me a
Ida's
Larson?
leather suit.
Are you out of your mind? No. I would be court-martialed.
If you go as a civilian, who's to know you're a soldier?
Yes, but...
Private lives, Clive. A dinner and a lovely drink, Clive.
All right. But I have to be back in uniform before I go back to camp.
What time are you due back?
Anytime before midnight.
And we shall be back shortly after 10. That gives you plenty of time to change again.
But won't your husband object? I know I would kick up a fuss myself.
So will he when it's too late to do anything about it. And besides, we shall be back long before he is, so he need never know.
But suppose...
Suppose nothing, Clive. If anyone asks, just say your name is Humphrey.
But why Humphrey?
Well, he's just a man who's taking the service tomorrow.
But I...
No buts. Take those things in there and change.
Wait a minute, let me learn my part. My name is Humphrey. I'm just a man who's come to take the service tomorrow. I shan't really have to take the service, shall I?
No, of course not.
But why do I gotta go in there?
For the simple reason that I shall be in here.
Oh, I see. But I wish for it to be put on record that I don't like it. I've played in too many plays where characters have tried this sort of thing, and it's always gone wrong.
Yes, but it's always righted itself by the last act.
I still don't like it.
Ida!
Don't call her in here.
I'm not. I'm just checking to see that she's gone. Someday I'll find you, moonlight behind you. Oh. As I draw near you, you
That brings
smile.
back memories.
A little smile. Oh, the song?
Yes, every night of the tour. Wondering if you had managed to start out on the right note or not.
Clive!
Followed by the suspense of knowing that you hadn't.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
It's all right, I'm already done. What do I do about a collar?
You can wear one of Lionel's.
Dog or otherwise?
Dog.
What? No, I refuse. I flatly refuse. I will not add sacrilege to my list of other crimes.
Get over here and turn around. And hold still or I'll choke you.
Hey, careful. My name isn't Skillet.
At this moment, I wish it were.
What size is this?
Just 15.
Just 15. And I'm just 16. Do me a favor. Swallow, I can't.
There. Now, we've got to put this somewhere it won't be found.
And somewhere it will be found later when we come back.
This'll do. Nothing in this chest but tennis rackets and Lionel's old cricket bats.
Great. I look like a fountain pen. How do I look?
Like a propavica. Oh, Clive, I am looking forward to this. I wonder if the woman who plays Amanda gets as many laughs as I did.
I wonder if the man who plays Elliot gets as many bruises as I used to.
What do you mean by that?
You know exactly what I mean. The fight at the end of Act 2?
What about it?
Huh. Have you completely forgotten how you used to lose your head and nearly strangle me?
I did not.
Oh, and that final blow that was supposed to knock me off my feet? You never once got that blow in the right moment.
Clive,
Never once.
that is a deliberate lie.
I beg your pardon. Once.
Thank you.
Still, the final round of the tour, it was so simple. I remember just how it was supposed to go. Your last line, beast, brute, swine, devil, and you were supposed to hit me on the devil.
And?
Instead of which, invariably, when I was quite unprepared, you hit me on the swine.
That's because you would move. If I hadn't got it in then, I'd have had to canter right across the stage to catch you.
My dear girl, listen. I was on the floor. You were on top of me.
I remember that over and over again.
Do you remember your lines?
Can I ever forget them?
Well, then I'll show you what I mean. Start out at your line, this is the end. Still remember?
I was here. I'm Batman. Ready?
Fire away.
This is the end. Do you understand? The end. Finally and forever.
You're not going like this.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, no, you're not.
I am. Let go of me. You're a cruel fiend, and I hate and loathe you. Thank God I realize what kind of man you're really like. Marry you again? Never, never, never. I'd rather die in torment.
Shut up! Shut up! I wouldn't marry you again if you came crawling back to me on bended knee. You mean, evil-minded little vampire? Pray to God I never have to set eyes on you again for the rest of my life, for as long as
Mr. Tube.
Oh, yes, thank you very much, Billy. I can manage perfectly well. Good night, Billy.
Good night, Mr. Tube.
Oh, gracious. Oh, extraordinary. Penelope! Penelope!
You have loved the feelings captured
What was that? Penelope? Is that you? Where are you?
I'm doing
Miss Gillen!
watching on the green of little grandchild. Wilhelmine.
Miss Gillen! What has happened to you? Look!
I'm a better man than you are, Blingadoo.
Oh, Miss Gillen! Empty? Well, let it sit up.
Sit up.
Oh, gracious, Miss Gillen, you must pull yourself together. How did you get here in this condition?
My legs. What's the matter with my legs?
Your legs?
My legs. Coordination.
Perhaps if I...
What is it? The cat! Oh, it's Mr. Chew.
Oh, yes, do you feel better?
Better than what?
Oh, Miss Gillen, you really must get a grip on yourself.
Oh, that woman.
Which woman? Where? Miss Gillen, what has happened here this evening?
Nothing.
Please be careful.
It's a girl secret.
Our little secret.
When I saw what that woman was doing to you,
To me? What woman?
my heart bled for you. No wonder she wears trousers.
Inebriated. Hopelessly.
Oh, mercy goats, nosy goats. What's the words
Miss Gillen. Smell.
What is that? California. Here it comes.
Gracious. What have I done? Miss Gillen. Miss Gillen. Brandy. Oh, dear, most awkward. What will the bishop think? Oh, my congregation think. What will the world think? Perhaps a post in Africa. Miss Gillen, you sit up. Drink this.
What hell?
Ida, come back here. Ida, Miss Gillen is not well.
Why? What's happened?
I don't know. I came in just now and found Miss Gillen. Found her.
Oh, yeah?
Did you know how Miss Gillen came to be?
I shall say what I have to say in the witness box.
In the witness box? What on earth? Ida! Oh, good heavens. Hello? Yes, the vicar speaking. Who? Oh, the police. Good heavens. Oh, yes, Sergeant. What? Russian spy escaped from the guardhouse at the airbase? Oh, well, what can I be too careful? Is he armed? Oh, good heavens. Well, we shall take every precaution. Thank you, Sergeant. Good night. Good night. Oh, one thing, and another. Miss Gillen, wouldn't you like to go home? Miss Gillen, gracious. I don't wish to alarm you, but there's a dangerous character about tonight.
Oh, well, bring him here.
Lot.
Did you ring?
Oh, yes, Ida. Please answer my questions. Do you know where Mrs. Tube is gone?
Not a word will I breathe. You can't make me an accelerator before the fact.
Over and over, I saw it in my own eyes.
What did you see, Miss Gillen?
Over and over, I saw them. Sweetheart, he called her.
Gracious. I can make heads or tails of this. Ida, has someone been to see Miss
My
Tube?
lips are sealed.
Over and over, it may be days, I saw it.
Miss Gillen, so you keep saying, but you don't say what it is you saw.
Mr. T, if you have forgotten, let's see if it's a closed book.
Oh, it's no use, Ida. Miss Gillen will have to stay the night.
What?
Well, Miss Gillen's not well.
She's squiffy.
Ida!
Tight as an owl.
Oh, don't wear me growing that fast, and I'm not responsible for Miss Gillen's condition.
And how did she get a hold of the cooking sherry?
Oh, stop asking stupid questions and go prepare bed for Miss Gillen. Oh,
I'll get the hot water bottle.
oh, and hurry back down and help me get Miss Gillen up the stairs. What could Penelope be? Hello, is that the Grange? Yes, the vicar speaking. Oh, hello, Mr. Chitlins, wanted Alley. Yes, I was wondering if my wife had been to call this evening. Well, you see, a dangerous character escaped from the guardhouse at the airbase tonight. But yes, armed, too. Well, so sorry to trouble you. Good night, Mr. Chitlins, Molly Adams in. Who's that? Is someone there? Penelope?
Going out?
Oh, it's just you? No, I was simply fastening the door. It should not have been left unlocked. Ida, do you know where my cricket bat is?
That won't bring around.
Oh, I didn't ask for your crude observation, girl. I asked you where my cricket bat is.
It's in the chest there, where it's always been.
Oh, the more of your rudeness, Ida, I'm afraid we shall have to part company.
Don't worry, after what I've seen tonight, I'm caught.
Good heavens! How did these get in there?
They're not mine.
Well, I'm well aware of that fact. Good heavens! Ida, now, did you lock the front door when you came in this evening?
No, but I meant to.
Oh, go on, lock it at once. No, don't stand there gaping. Lock it at once and hurry back. I'm afraid something terrible's happening in this house this evening.
So, your conscience is pricking at you at last.
Oh, wretched girl. I wonder. Yes, the police. Hello? 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 Who are you? What do you want?
I want your clothes.
My clothes?
Tavares!
Where?
I've locked it. Mr. Tube? Mr. Tube? Yeah, what's going on here? Mr. Tube? Hello? Hello? Oh, it's only you, pickled herring.
Ida, where am I?
You're where you've no right to be.
Oh, what has happened to me?
That's what I'd like to know. Did you see where he went?
See who?
Him, Mr. Tube!
I saw him. Rough and tumble. Slip.
You and Mr. Tube ought to be ashamed of yourselves.
Ida, what have I done?
Who can tell?
If this is not in the village, I'll be a ruined woman. Never have I touched a drop of alcohol before in my life.
Yeah, well, you've certainly made up for it tonight.
Oh, how bad is that? Oh, they cannot see me like this.
Can you walk?
Of course I can walk. Oh, the spirit's willing.
But the legs ain't. All right, come on.
Okay.
Let's go upstairs.
Oh, hold on, will you?
All right, you just stay right here. Don't you move a muscle.
Ooh, shame. Now, what is she gonna leave me here for? Ooh. Mr. Chip! Mr. Chip!
Mrs. Toop is expecting me.
Right this way, Your Highness.
Where's she gone?
Did she say when she'd be back?
Never said she was leaving.
I suppose Mr. Toop is with her.
Shall I take your things, Your Highness?
My things. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Turned out nice again, hasn't it?
Yes, well, I suppose it has.
We wasn't expecting you till tomorrow.
Well, I suppose there'll be a bed for me somewhere.
Yes, somewhere, somehow.
Who are you?
Well, I'm Ida.
Oh, Ida, but of course that explains everything, doesn't it?
Hey?
Just what are you doing here?
I'm Ida! I'm the maid!
Oh, yes, the maid.
Of course, you would never think it seeing me all dressed up like this, would you, Your Highness? Mind you, if I'd known it was you at the door, I would have slipped right into my uniform, even though it was me night out.
Yes, well, you're forgiven.
Yes, well, you just take a seat and I'll get you some supper.
I want nothing.
Sit down anyway! Excuse me, I'm a bit put out tonight.
You're quite well, aren't you?
Oh, yes, and so I'll just put these things away.
Oh, what was that?
What was that?
I thought I heard someone crow.
Oh, that was me. Leastways, it was my neuritis.
Oh, you're right as well. Then you have my sympathy. I get a touch of it now and again. Mine's in my arm.
Yeah, mine's in the closet.
Well, I suppose every village has one. Oh, what's the matter? Here, young woman, come here. Have your brother in this house?
I have no brother at all. Why?
A lunatic came in here a moment ago.
Oh, what?
He threatened me with a rod of iron.
I'll fetch the soda
I
water.
don't want any soda water. I want to know who it was that attacked me just now.
Perhaps it was a mirage.
Oh, what?
A mirage! I've just been reading about them in Mere Weekly. In one story, the hero, Digby his name is searching for his manhood, and after many weeks, his search has taken him into the burning hot desert, and he's dying of thirst. His throat is as raw as a red hot cinder, his swollen, blackened tongue is locked.
I think I'm going to be sick. Look, I tell you that a man, clad in his underwear, came in here and threatened me with a rod of iron.
And where did he go?
Well, I didn't notice.
Well, you just take a seat, Your Highness, and take it easy.
Ah, Penelope, my dear.
Uncle! This is a surprise. Oh, we weren't expecting you until
I know,
tomorrow.
my dear, but that hotel, it was too dreadful for words. I just packed up my things after dinner and fled.
Have you been here all alone?
No, not all alone.
Oh, you mean Ida. It's all right, Ida. I will look after the bishop.
Can I have a word with your mum alone?
What? No, not now. In the morning.
Don't bother yourself, I'll tell Mrs. Toop.
I don't mean what you mean. Please, Mum, it's Miss Skillet.
Never mind about her, Ida. Just put those bottles in the bishop's bed. Not those bottles, Ida. The hot water bottles. Ida, come here. Let me feel those. Just as I thought, they're stone cold. Go and fill them again and use hot water this time. What is the matter with you, Ida?
Alcohol, my dear.
Can I have a cup, Mum?
No, thank you. I can do that. All I ask you to do is fill those bottles again.
Well, I've done my best.
Well, my dear.
Well, Uncle dear.
Someday I'll find
What
you.
is that noise?
Will
That.
I be
Well, that's the radio. I'll go switch it off.
To the dream.
Please, Mum! Oh, now where's she gone?
Well, Uncle. You've had a long day. Why don't you go to bed?
I do not want to go to bed. Penelope, what is the mystery?
Mystery,
Oh,
Uncle.
there's no use you standing there acting yourself silly. I want to know what is wrong.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you don't, eh? Then why are you behaving so queerly? And what is the matter with that maid of yours? And it was the lunatic who came in here a moment ago.
What?
Oh, I'm not going to say all that again. I merely tell you that a lunatic, a wild-eyed creature in a state of undress, appeared from nowhere and threatened me with a paper.
Uncle.
He disappeared as mysteriously he came, and when I questioned your maid,
very clumsily, I thought, denied all knowledge of it.
Well, sit down again, my dear. I'll put my coat away and we will talk this over quietly.
Penelope, will you stop trying to humor me? I assure you that I am in complete possession of all my faculties. And, forgive me for saying so, I'm beginning to believe that I'm the only person in this house who is. And I tell you again that I have been attacked by a lunatic. He came in here almost naked, brandishing a rod of... Penelope? Are you dead? Oh, this is dreadful. Oh, just a faint. Where is that half-witted maid? What are you doing there?
Praying?
Oh,
What'd you do to Penelope?
well, she fainted.
Why?
How should I know? Does she often faint?
Well, how the should I know?
Don't just supplicate there, man. Help me put her on the sofa. Now, carefully. Don't shock her. And, I'll get some brandy.
I don't understand. When she left me a few minutes ago, she was perfectly all right. It must have been the shock of seeing you.
What?
Well, I know it caught me below the belt.
Look, you give it to her. It'd be best if her eyes follow you first when she comes round.
Why?
Well, it'll give her confidence.
I doubt it. Come on, darling. Have a diggy wiggy. She'll be all right in a minute. Come on, a little bit. Do you have a straw or something?
My dear Jude.
What'd you just say?
What?
I said, what did you just say?
Well, I said nothing except, my dear tooth. Now, what have you done that for? You're not going to faint, are you?
No such luck.
Now I shall have to get some more.
Yes, get some more.
For Penelope.
Huh? Oh.
No, well, upon my word, such carelessness is astounding. Well, it's tantamount to slaughter.
Tantamount to slaughter.
What is the matter with everyone in this house? Here, go, give me those.
What did
Yes, give them to me and go. Now, two. Where'd you get to? Oh, there you are.
So I am.
Doing down there.
I dropped last Sunday's collection.
What?
Yeah, don't bother. Is she coming around?
Well, it doesn't look like it. Look, you get some brandy, and I'll put these bottles at her feet.
Shouldn't she have a cold key down her back?
Well, I don't know. Is that usual?
Oh, of course it is. Here, you give her the brandy, and I'll go get my uniform, find a key.
No, there's no need to run anywhere. I have a key here.
You would. Oh, the key to the port box? That's much too small. We'd have fun trying to find that, though.
I did, too.
What? All right, look. You give her the brandy, and I'll go get the key to the vestry.
No, don't go anywhere. It's all right, she's coming round. No, come back.
She would.
Come on, let her see you first. Go on, say something.
Like what?
Well, anything. Sing to her, it may soothe her.
All right. Someday I'll find you. Uncle's right behind
What are you
you.
talking about?
Penelope, can you hear?
Don't yell at the poor. Don't yell at the poor girl. She's an invalid, not a long-distance call. Oh, just get away from her. You obviously have no bedside manner. Penelope, my dear.
Lie down. Uncle, upside down.
Quick! Brenda! There, my child.
There.
How long does it take to get a divorce?
What?
How long does it take to get a divorce?
There.
Stop hitting me.
Stop hitting her! Penelope, my dear, you are overruled.
I'll say I am.
What has this man done to you?
I haven't done anything.
Be quiet. I'm addressing your wife.
His wife is me.
Children, so that's it. Good heavens, you're both inebriated, drunk.
Uncle.
I am shocked, appalled.
Oh, you're not leaving so soon.
No, I'm not going out. I'm going to bed. We will talk in the morning.
Now look here.
Not another word from you, sir. Penelope, which is my room?
I'll show you.
Thank you. You can stay where you are. I can find it myself.
It's the first door on the left, and the back door is next to it.
Good night. Two, it may interest you to know that a much to be desired living has just fallen vacant in my diocese. I came here hoping to find you the suitable person to fill the vacancy.
Go away. Go away.
I thought you were called to the church, but apparently you were called to the bar.
Ooh, the rat! The unspeakable little rat!
I don't know. I wouldn't call him a rat. I'd say under normal circumstances, he's a cheery old soul.
What are you talking about?
Your uncle.
Well, I'm talking about my husband.
What?
Oh, what am I gonna do?
I'll tell you what you're gonna do.
I'm going to.
You're gonna go straight upstairs to your sweet uncle's room, and you're gonna explain to him the absurd mistake that he's making right now. That I'm not your husband, but merely an old acquaintance. That your husband is a good husband, who at the moment is...
Who at the moment is in that closet locked in the arms of a woman.
What?
It's true, I tell you. Lionel's in there, locked in the arms of that woman!
What woman?
Well, there's only one. That woman! In my life, Miss Skillen!
But what are they doing?
Sleeping.
What?
He's in Miss Skillen's arms.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to get them both out of there and raise the devil!
Whoa, wait a minute. How are you gonna explain me away?
I can't be bothered about that until I know what Lionel's been up to.
Well, while you're coping with that, let's get my uniform. This situation calls for a uniform.
Oh, hurry, they're moving in there. I want to deal with them alone.
Let me put my uniform on and I'll pass out of your life forever.
Oh, no, you don't. If I've got to explain you away to Uncle, I want you on the spot when I'm doing it.
Then-
Now do go, please.
Get my uniform.
Here it is. No, it isn't.
Huh?
It's gone.
What?
Gone.
Oh, stripe as well? Oh no, Sergeant, have mercy on my soul.
Now then, don't lose your head.
Oh, my head? What does my head matter? I've lost my uniform.
For heaven's sake, we don't know that it's lost. And even if it is, you can easily buy another one, can't you?
Buy another? Buy another? Oh, give me strength not to hit GR. How am I supposed to get back to camp without my uniform? Tell me that.
Use your imagination. Go as you are and bribe the colonel to keep his mouth shut.
Oh, listen to the woman. I want my uniform. You hear me? I want my uniform!
Will you stop shouting at me? You are not speaking to one of your brass hats now, remember. Really, if this is the sort of behavior they teach you in the army, the sooner you resign, the better.
Resign? Oh, resign. Please. Please be quiet. Every remark out of your mouth is stupider than the last. Where's that half-wit maid Ida from Idaho or whatever her name is? Ask her if she's seen my uniform.
Well, why should she have seen it? And in any case, how am I supposed to explain how I got to be in the chest at all?
I don't know. And I don't care. I want my uniform.
I cannot understand how it got moved. No one ever goes into that chest, not once in a blue moon. There's nothing in it but tennis rackets and Lionel's old cricket bats.
Woman, I'm on bended knee, asking you not to pour oil on raging inferno. Do something. Find my uniform.
Don't grovel about on the floor like that. You're taking the crease out of Lionel's second best trousers.
To hell with Lionel's second best trousers. What about my trousers? Where are they?
Listen, if worst comes to the worst, I've got an old kilt upstairs. Go back in that and tell them you've joined the Gordon Highlanders.
I want my uniform.
If you say that one more time, I'll hit you.
If you don't get my uniform, I'll go straight upstairs and tell your Uncle Eric.
You wouldn't.
Oh, I'm sure the bishop would love to know what kind of man your husband really is.
He's learning, sir. He's learning.
Uncle, I thought you'd gone to bed.
Well, I was almost in my bed when I heard someone shouting down here.
We were only having a few words, that's
To
all.
me, it sounded like a drunken brawl.
Now look here.
I am looking, sir.
Excuse me!
What is it, Ida?
Can I have a word with you, Mum, alone?
Well, shall I go?
Of course not,
Well, I
Uncle.
seem to be in the
It's
way.
not your fault, Your Highness.
I do wish you would say that.
Please, Mum.
Ida, will you go to bed?
Yes, Mum. Good night, Mum. Good night, Your Highness.
Don't call me your highness.
Your Grace, your grouse, your goose.
Penelope, I wish you would explain to that creature that I am neither the Archangel Gabriel nor the Ida Cobb. And as for you, sir, I know what is here now.
Who?
Your husband. Now there you are.
So yeah.
As I came downstairs just now, I could not help overhearing what you both were saying.
I got a sergeant.
Penelope, what are you hiding from me?
Nothing at all. Now, go to bed. We'll talk this over in the morning.
I will not go to bed until I know what is going on in this house. I heard the smell. Distinctly said, if you don't find my uniform, I shall go upstairs and tell your uncle everything. Now, what did he mean by that?
Nothing at all, did you, dear?
No, my sweet. Oh, and I suppose you meant nothing when you said he'd really love to know the type of man your husband really is.
Penelope, will you tell him so he'll stop blabbering on?
Blabber, sir!
Uncle,
No, Penelope, I'm speaking to your husband.
he's not my husband.
What?
Well, I'm not married to him. He's not my husband.
Married? I think I'm gonna faint. What was that?
I think it was an
An
owl.
owl?
Ow, my.
Sir!
Good. But it wasn't an owl.
No, it sounded to me like a woman in distress. Was it someone in this house?
I thought it came from outside.
Is there something in here? Oh! Outside!
I'm sure it came from inside. It is again.
I know! The lily pond!
What?
The lily pond! Someone must have fallen in the lily pond!
But we haven't got a lily pond.
Of course we have a lily pond. Everybody has a lily pond. We must have a lily pond. Hey, I know. We'll go investigate.
But I'm not dressed for the lily pond.
It's okay. Lily won't mind.
But it's cold out here.
Cole, I'll get a fire. Won't be a minute. All right. Now it's up to you.
What do you mean?
I'll keep the old man out there. You get your old man out of there.
And then what?
Start praying.
Let me out!
Let her out.
Let me out!
She's gonna think I'm murdering you.
Come out! Oh, it is a man!
Miss Skillen, please be quiet.
A man!
Miss Skillen! Why?
It's no use shouting at her.
Open this window. It's cold
Oh, this is
out here.
terrible. There's someone at the front door.
No!
Yes!
I'll be in that.
Shut up!
Will you stop shouting?
I can't. I won't.
Clyde!
Going mad.
Open
Give me a
this
second.
Ah!
Go away. I'm seeing red.
What's going on out there?
Orange. We'll see it.
Lionel! Lionel!
I'm running. I'm running.
Ida! 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 Help me get Miss Skillen out of
I tried
here.
to warn you about her.
No, never mind. Now just grab her legs.
Oh, hey.
Oh, what are they doing out there?
They're having the time of their lives, dears.
Oh my goodness!
Adios.
How do you know?
Now what could that mean? Where are you going?
There's been somebody at the front door.
I know there has been for hours, but I can't let anyone in here until I get Miss Skillen out of sight.
You go to the door, Mum. I'll manage her. I've managed her quite a lot tonight.
Shall I help you?
No, Mum, I'll go to the door. Give me a minute and I'll have her out of sight.
Thank you, Ida. I'm coming! I'm coming!
that's what you are.
William, Ada, what keeps
I've got to hide you here. There's a bishop in the house.
Oh, Bishop, they can't see me here. Not like this.
Yeah. This will send you off to sleep again. And I'm going to make you a nice strong cup of coffee to wake you up.
But, Ada, tell the bishop I'm not down.
Is it all right?
Oh, Grandma.
Come in. Do come in, won't you?
Thank you. Most kind, most kind.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. Your hat and your little scarf. Where is she, Ida? Thank you, Ida. You've been most helpful.
I thought you'd be pleased.
Forgive me.
Oh, not at all. It is I who must ask forgiveness, arriving unexpectedly like this.
No, it's perfectly all right, I assure you.
Oh, but you must be...
You were saying?
What? Oh, I was merely suggesting you must be surprised to see me.
Oh, no.
No?
What is one among so many? That way. I'm sorry I interrupted you. You were saying?
Mrs. Toole, if this is an inconvenience, me being at the vicarage, I will willingly go down to the inn in the village.
That is most kind. Thank you.
My name, by the way, is Humphrey, Arthur Humphrey.
I'm sure it is. That way.
Mrs. Toole, consulting a timetable, I discovered there is no train that would give me your time for that way, before the morning service.
I wish I could place that one.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, nothing. I'm sorry I interrupted you. You were saying?
Mr. Toole, could I see him?
Mr. Tube. He's round and about.
Round and about. Mrs. Toole, you are Mrs. Toole, are you not?
More or less.
Is something troubling you, Mrs. Toole?
Not a thing. Not a thing.
But these are persons I've seen running around the garden and dashing through the house.
Oh, you mustn't take any notice of that. That's just the, harvest capers.
Harvest capers?
Yes, it's sort of a game they play at harvest time. Great fun. Would you care to join them?
No, thank you, no. I never caper.
Pity. Do you sing?
No, Mrs. Toole, I'm afraid I don't sing. I recite a little at times, but I do not sing.
Will you recite to me now?
Now? Well, Mrs. Toole, what shall I recite?
Do you know there are fairies at the bottom of our garden?
Well, Mrs. Toole, I'll do my best to recite If by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about are losing theirs.
I'm blaming it on you.
If you can trust yourself.
When all men doubt you.
Oh, Mrs. Toole. Why, she's not here. Oh, Mrs. Toole? Come in. Oh, there seems to be something in anguish in that closet. Oh, be brave, Humphrey. Be brave.
That man, that dreadful man.
Don't you think you have to sit down for a moment?
No, I cannot stay in this house. Wicked house.
Wicked, but this is the vicarage.
Vicarage or no vicarage? I've been drugged. What? Drugged.
Oh,
And the harvest festival tomorrow. What will the harvest be?
bountiful, we hope. Dear lady, do sit down. Oh, you are sitting. Okay. Now, tell me everything.
No, not everything.
Well, go as far as you can.
Are we alone?
Now.
But are we alone?
Now, we mustn't do that.
Where is Mrs. Toad?
Mrs. Toole? She was here a moment ago.
She cannot fail me here. This is all her doing.
What is?
My undoing.
I don't understand. Who has undone you?
Oh, take me away!
Madam, please don't hurt me. Please, madam, I'm a married man.
How did you get loose?
Loose?
Trying her tricks on you, isn't she, sir? Well, don't mind her, she's not exactly well, you know.
Oh, good heavens.
This is an outrage! This is where we came in. All right, back to your kennel.
Why do you put her in a closet?
Oh, she's a bad case, sir. Has to have darkness and lots of it. But she's harmless, really, just love-starved, if you know what I mean.
Quite. Tell me, who was the person who rushed in here just now?
The less I say, the better. There are things going on in this house tonight that you wouldn't understand.
I can quite believe that. I haven't understood a single thing that's happened since I came here.
Would you like a cup of coffee while you're waiting?
No coffee, thank you, but could you procure me a glass of milk?
I'll get that right away for you, sir. And listen, whatever you see, pretend you didn't see it. See?
Whatever I see, pretend I didn't see. See?
Thank you so much. That was beautiful.
What was?
Your recitation. Now, how about the wreck of the Hesperus?
She's gone back to the closet.
Oh, but I've interrupted you just when you were going to have a little rest. You've had a long journey, haven't you?
8 3/4 miles?
8 3/4 miles and no dining car? You must feel a sodden rag. Put your feet up. I'll mix you a little pick-me-up.
But I don't want...
Nonsense. I always fix this for all my friends. There. You'll feel better in no time.
But I really don't...
That way.
Oh, well, just a little, perhaps. Oh, that was delicious. I'm not in the habit of... Oh, but I did enjoy that. The glass. Would you mind?
The glass. You're feeling better already, aren't you?
Oh, much.
I thought you might. Now, lie back and have a little rest. Nothing like a little rest for sunstroke.
Sunstroke. They're mad. They must be. How you startled me, Mr. Toop. Mr. Toop, I shall soon begin to think I am in a madhouse.
Well, you ought to know it's your house, too.
Toop, this is the vicarage, isn't it?
Why ask me, Toop?
Why do you keep calling me Toop, Toop?
Well, aren't you Toop, Toop?
No,
My name is Humphrey. You're the real Humphrey. Oh, that's all right. Have you seen a soldier's uniform?
A soldier's uniform? Here's another one of them. Don't you think you have to lie down for a little bit? You must be tired after your capers in the dark.
Oh, there you are.
Uniform?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, I just mistook that for your old man.
How dare you?
Sorry. Same lodge, though.
Have you seen Uncle?
Uncle.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Uncle! Yeah, the last time I seen him, he was taking a header into the gooseberry bush.
Go and dig him out at once.
Oh, I think I'm going to sit down for a moment.
You're going to what?
Well, our friend here thought I was advisable, didn't she?
Oh, well, I certainly thought you appeared a little unstrung.
Here you are, sir. Here you are, sir.
Thank you.
What do you want to go and do that for?
Huh?
Why do you want to hide every time I come into the room?
Well, you bring the gypsy out on me.
Well, you don't have to worry about your little Ida. I don't squeal.
Ida, you may go.
Yes, ma'am. I like you better in your uniform.
Oh, good. Oh, my uniform. Of course, have you seen it?
Of course.
Of course you've seen it, or of course you haven't?
Of course I have.
Oh, where is it?
It's in the kitchen.
It's in the kitchen. It's in the kitchen.
So I gathered.
It's in the kitchen.
I didn't ever say keep it.
Hi, Dad. I love you.
For heaven's sake, be quiet. Ida, go and bring it in here.
Yes, ma'am.
At once.
Yes, ma'am.
in mine, Ida. She's a terrific worker, but not all, you know.
Mrs. Toop, you are Mrs. Toop, are you not?
That's the one thing I'm absolutely certain of.
I cannot help feeling that my presence in your house is an embarrassment to you. Have I your permission to find accommodation for the night in the village?
Yes, certainly, but I don't know how to begin to explain to you.
You should tell him everything. You're a sportsman, aren't you?
Well, I never got the glue for anything, but I am very good at rounders.
Rounders? Well, you should join us sometime then.
Mr. Toop, you are Mr. Toop, are you not?
That's just it. My husband is outside and will be here in a minute. Hey, you, why don't you help him go?
Oh, Mr. Toop,
Isn't it infuriating when you can't place a face?
Never mind facing a place. Where's that idol in my uniform?
I don't know. Oh, would you look at this dear little man? What's the matter with him?
He's tired.
He's unconscious.
He's lucky.
We can't leave him here strewn about the floor like this.
Have you got a vacuum cleaner?
I'll mix a little drink for you.
where am I?
Did you have to say that?
Give him this.
Here, take some of this.
Air!
He doesn't want it. Air? Air? Like soda? Oh, air! I know what you mean. Come on. I got some of that in the garden.
What? Where are you going?
Back to the lily pond.
Don't lose hope. Remember, as one door closes, another door opens. Oh, do come in, won't you?
Listen, I'm a desperate man.
I'm not exactly carefree.
Do you know who I am?
My dear, I've been trying to place you all the evening.
Outside in the garden, there are men hunting for me.
No, you're mistaken. They're not looking for you.
I tell you, they're looking for me in your garden.
Well, they have a nice night for it. Put that thing away. It might be loaded.
It is low.
It is loaded. What?
Be quiet. To value your life, you must help me.
Hey, look here.
I'm your husband, you understand?
Oh, no. I remember him.
Your husband of your life.
There's Henry Val, there's...
Did you betray me?
Are you feeling better now?
So you say you're not Mr. Toop?
Oh, you're not going to start with that again.
Of course, that's not Mr. Toop. This is Mr. Toop, aren't you, darling?
Yes.
Oh, well, it's nice to meet you, darling. Why, you get around rather quickly, don't you?
Huh?
Well, not 5 minutes ago, you were running around the garden in your underpants. Here you are sitting, clothed and in your right mind. If one could be in this house.
You're like that, aren't you, darling?
Like what?
Clothed today and stripped tomorrow.
Mrs. Toop, have I your permission to...
Oh, certainly. It's the second door on the left.
So, your husband, did he tell you about? And, did you tell him about?
Yes, of course. It was all a joke, wasn't it, Pookie?
A yoke. Yes.
A yoke to run around the garden in your underpants?
Of course it was. Ha
A yoke,
ha.
where have I heard that before? Oh, whither away, friend?
Oh, where can I wash?
Well, all over if you like. But before you go, is it a yoke to run around the garden in your underpants?
I have never run around the garden in my underpants.
Just how mad are you?
I don't know. I was perfectly sane when I entered this house.
I'm wondering if you thought you saw what I thought I saw.
Tell me what you think you thought you saw.
I think I saw it. Did a pair of underpants just run up those stairs?
They did, but they were inhabited.
Did you see them?
Yes.
Well, who was it?
The vicar.
What? You said he was the vicar. Who are you? Don't lie, you're not.
Stand back.
Whoa!
Do not move, any of you.
What
The
the?
first one to move gets a bullet through the head.
Oh, but Mr. Toop!
That is not my husband.
Not?
No!
But you said just now that he was.
Don't vicar. Now look here, old man. Yoke.
If you move a step, das Vidania.
That's Medina. He's a commie.
What?
A red.
No.
Watch. Tomorrow.
Come on!
Ah, see, couldn't resist.
One more example of your clerical humor, my friend, and it will be your last.
Oh, indeed.
Don't.
He's no good.
Just don't.
Perhaps you're right.
Oh, this is dreadful.
But you're,
Oh, what are we going to do?
I don't know.
We must think.
Yeah, let's try that.
The key to the garage.
You're gonna take my car?
I am?
Well, you won't get far. There's no gas in it.
Is that so?
Yeah, we just filled up our lighters. Do you mind if I have a seat? It's been a strenuous night.
No tricks.
Hi, old boy, have a seat.
Oh, I fear I don't want to sit down first.
Sit down!
Now, where do we go from here?
What?
Oh, we just can't sit here all night like this, can we?
Listen to me. Outside there are soldiers looking for me.
Soldiers?
Yes.
Well, that's lucky.
It's lucky for you that you're not a soldier or you would be dead by now.
Being a soldier? That's funny. All right, now, take him away, please.
We need those men coming here because to pass me off as one of your subjects, you understand?
I couldn't do that. My sergeant would be livid.
I can see that you're going to be troublesome. Perhaps a lady and I can carry out the deception better alone.
Oh, but how are you going to dispose of us?
What is through that door?
That's just a closet.
You and you go.
But I believe that particular closet is engaged.
Who is in there?
Sweet Rose Hill Grady.
In you go. Stop. Now listen to me very carefully. If anyone comes into this room, you're not to make the slightest sound. The lady and I will be close together. She will be covered with this revolver. If you attempt to raise an alarm in any way, a bullet will enter her heart. Understand?
I mean, I think so.
Perhaps you'd better explain it again.
Chin up, sweetheart.
Sweetheart? Oh, so you are Mr. Toole. I'm so glad to meet you.
How do you do?
In you go. And you.
You can't do this to us.
Can't I?
Yes, you can. Back to the rear of the bus.
First of all, I want some money
Money?
for my escape.
I'll write you a check.
I want the money now. There must be some in this house somewhere. Where is it?
I have some in my bedroom. I'll go get it.
We will get it. They are here. Remember, I'm your husband. Between us, we will soon get rid of them. Your name, what is it?
Penelope.
Penelope what?
Toot! You don't think you'll get away with this, do you?
I sincerely hope so for your sake.
There's no need to go around the front door. There's a window here. All right, all right.
Who is that?
My uncle.
Your uncle. And he will know that I'm not your husband. And I will have to shoot you.
I believe you're just aching to shoot me. If you can keep quiet, I think I can save my own skin.
And mine?
All right. Nothing to get excited about. I am not excited, but I tell you that man of yours deliberately knocked me down into the gooseberry bush.
They were only doing his duty for king and country. He thought you was the bloke we were after, see? He thought you was a Russian spy.
I tell you that.
And anyhow, I know you're not, eh? You ain't proved it yet, have you, pal?
Oh, Penelope, would you please tell this gentleman who I am?
Of course, darling. Sergeant, this is my uncle, the Bishop of Lax.
Oh, Bishop? Well, sorry, Bishop, no offense.
Uncle, what has happened to you?
See, Mom, it's like this. See, we was looking for a Russian spy which escaped from the guardhouse, see? So we had to scout round and find this old geezer here, no offense, upside down in a gooseberry bush. His legs were sticking up, at first we thought he were a wheelbarrow.
Sergeant, I can assure you my uncle is not the man you're looking for.
Well, so she ain't seen a stranger knocking about then, Mum?
I'm afraid I haven't.
Well, that's that.
What?
Get rid of them.
Uncle, you've had a busy day. Why don't you go to bed? Sergeant, will you be round here long?
We're bound to hang about till we find him, don't you worry.
I'll try not to.
Well, I'll be off then. Right, Joel. Oh, what's a lovely moon. Makes you feel all romantic.
Are you married, Sergeant?
What brings that up?
Now, Penelope, I should like a full explanation, and I presume that this is your husband.
Of course, Uncle. Lionel, this is Uncle Dudley I've spoken to you about.
Oh, how do you... but I don't understand. If this is your husband, then who was the man who kept on hiding?
He was the Russian.
He was the Russian.
What?
The Russian.
You mean the man the police are hunting for? Then why didn't you tell me before?
The whole time he was here, he had me covered with the revolver.
Oh, my poor child, no wonder you behave so strangely. But then who was the person that I mistook for a lunatic?
Oh, that was you, wasn't it, Lionel?
Yes.
Then why were you in a state of undress?
Yes. Why were you? Tell Uncle.
The Russian came in and I was attacked and my clothes were taken.
Oh, my dear children, what a ghastly experience. Suppose we telephone the police. What do you think?
I think that would be most unwise.
Do you want?
Before the receiver had left the hook, your lifeless body would no doubt be falling to the floor.
Must you express your conjectures quite so melodramatically? My lifeless body. I think if you don't mind, I feel the need of a little stimulant.
I'll get you one.
Why do you follow your wife around like this?
I love her.
Well, the most Penelope, there is something in that closet.
No, Uncle. No. It's just the cat.
The cat?
Yes, darling, it's Tiddles. She's sleeping in there. She's slept in there for years.
Well, then it's time she came out.
Stop him when I shoot.
Uncle, don't open that door.
Why not?
It might be dangerous.
Dangerous what?
Dangerous? Why? She's going to have kittens!
Oh, I just love the little things. I wonder how many you have.
I am tired.
Tired? I'm exhausted.
Shall we go to bed?
Yes. Certainly not.
Good morning!
Oh. Good night, my puppet.
Good night, my puppet.
What are you doing in the closet there, Your Highness?
Oh, I was just going to have a look at the old cat.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. She's too sick.
I wonder if she's had her kittens.
You're upset, and no wonder. After all the frolicking around you've had tonight, you've been kind of taken out, haven't you?
Yes, and the sooner I'm put back, the better.
Well, would you like either to make you a nice plate of cold spam?
You know, I love nothing more than a few biscuits.
There are some in the dining room. I'll go get
No,
them.
don't bother. I prefer to choose for myself.
We've only got two kinds, I'm afraid. Whole or broken. Now, where's he gone? I can't lug this uniform around with me all night. Oh, Mr. Corporal, what's your name? Are you up there?
Ida, I'm here. Ida, are you there? Oh, I thought you were going to bed. The Russian.
My name's Humphrey.
Humphrey?
I'm coming to take a service tomorrow.
Oh, you're an imposter, sir. You have no right to be wearing those clothes at all.
Oh, and you know, do you?
Yes, you've changed your cap and escaped your uniform.
My uniform has escaped me. And I know where it is now. It's in the kitchen.
Come back, sir.
Sorry, I'm gonna
Come back, sir.
No, are you Mr. Humphrey?
No, sir, aren't you?
No, I'm Choop.
Oh, you're an imposter.
I beg your pardon. Who are you?
I am the Bishop of Lax.
Well, then it is you who are the imposter. I happen to know the bishop's not due to arrive till tomorrow.
I tell you that I am the Bishop of Lax, and I happen to know that I arrived tonight. And I happen to wish I hadn't.
Where is Penelope?
She's gone up to bed with her husband.
What?
Where are you going?
For a walk.
But you just went up to bed because you were tired.
I have insomnia.
Well, there's no reason why Penelope should go for a walk.
He likes me to go everywhere with him, don't you, darling?
Darling? But Penelope!
Penelope, who is this man?
That? Well, that's Mr. Humphrey.
Mr. Humphrey?
Did anyone call?
What's all this then, eh? Lord. 1, 2. people?
Most of them.
Uncle, if you please be quiet.
Well, who are all these people? I mean, they can't all be Mr. Humphrey.
Now you sit down, you Bishop. We're going to ask the questions here. Sit down, everybody! Now, one of my lads found these in the garden just now. The clothes the Russian was wearing when he upped it.
I must speak.
Sit down. And in exchange for reason, as he's got rid of these, he must be wearing clothes what don't belong to him.
If he's wearing any clothes at all.
Shut it! And as these was found in the vicarage garden, it's as likely as not he's wearing a suit of clothes what he pinched off the vicar.
Most probable. I'm so sorry, don't let me interrupt.
Whoa. So, what we have to look out for is a man dressed like a parson.
Quite right.
A man dressed like a parson.
So sorry.
This ain't a parish council meeting. How are you?
I beg yours.
Sergeant, this is Ida, my maid.
Your maid, eh?
Not very quick on the uptake, are you? Can I have a word with you, Mum, alone?
No, you can't. No one leaves this room till I use the word.
Why? What's happened?
Never you mind, my girl. Just off you go and fake your lovely stars enough mixed up in it. Where are you? Nah, you couldn't be.
No, dear. What have you been up to, all of you?
Ida, before you go, here's 10 shillings.
But you've really...
Don't thank me now. One word of advice. Before you spend it, look at it twice. Quickly.
Now, which of you lot is the vicar here?
He is?
This gentleman.
I shall ask this question again. Which of you lot is the vicar here?
He is?
This gentleman.
Shall I ask this question once again? Which of you lot is the vicar here? So, you're talking? Lost your tongues, have you?
My good sergeant.
No, you soft son!
Humor him, old boy, humor him. Call him General. Ask him what he did at Ladysmith.
What did you do to Lady Smith?
What's this? You two in this together, eh?
Oh, Lord, no.
Is he the vicar here?
Are you the vicar, eh?
You know very well I'm not.
How does he know you're not?
Because he's the vicar here.
Protest! Sergeant, I must point out that the most obvious way to find out who is the vicar here is to ask his wife.
Well, it's something in that. Mom, I suppose you are the vicar's wife?
Yes, Sergeant.
Right, well, which of this lot then is your husband?
This is my husband.
What? That isn't mine.
Hey?
I tell you, I am my wife's husband. Penelope, have you gone mad? I am the vicar of this parish, and this lady is my wife.
Why does he say she is?
Penelope, for heaven's sakes, tell this man the truth.
Ah, the truth now. That's what I always say. What do you say, Sergeant?
Shut it!
Noticed.
Your identification card, if you please.
Sergeant, I do not carry my identification card in my pajamas.
Default to number 1. Your identification card, if you please.
It's in my other suit.
Default to number 2. Your identification card, if you please.
So that's Betty Grable. I must have left in at home. Very naughty of me.
Default to number 3. Your identification card, if you
please. Sergeant, believe it or not, I'm the ghost of Hamlet's father, and I do not have an identity card.
Default to
number 4.
Oh! A comedy parson, eh? Well, you don't make me laugh! Your identification card, if you please.
Certainly, Sergeant.
Oh, blimey, he's got one. Let's see, to Lyle, the vicarage, Merton, Middlewick.
You villain! That is my ID card. That is my identification card. Those are my clothes. This man knocked me down and took them from me.
Why didn't you say so before?
I didn't recognize him. The card proves it.
That is precisely what happened to me. I was attacked and my clothes were taken. I told you about it, didn't I, Bishop?
What? Oh, yes.
Why, you low down, double crossing,
baskets.
Right, that's it! You're going to arrest all of you!
What in the world?
Nothing.
A conflagration!
What?
A conflagration!
A conflagration! This is the final conflagration. Thus, Britannia, our leaders have kept their word. At last, capless swine, soon you will all be crushed by the Iron Curtain. Soon the British Bulldog, the British Empire, the British
Gaslight and Gold Company.
Gaslight and Coal Company, all shall perish. This is
The revolution.
a revolution.
Ah.
Pull up! Well, stand back, everyone!
Give me that! Oh, you! Me? Run around the garden, find one of my men. Get him to come and run away. Go on, run!
Oh, certainly. I'm not very good at running.
You know what I can't understand is why you wouldn't tell me who he was right away.
What would you do with a revolver tickling you in the ribs, Sergeant?
You mean it?
Yes, Sergeant, my ribs.
You dirty commie.
That reminds me, you won't be needing my housekeeping money anymore, will you?
Oh, darling, no wonder you behave so strangely.
Darling, so that means you are the vicar here?
Oh, yes, I am.
Right, well, you may want to call the station and tell them we got our bird.
I'll do it.
Right, come on, Tovaris, behind the iron curtain.
Yes, give me the police station. Madam, come with me, please.
Are you all right then, Penelope?
Yes, I think so. It was rather a shock, but I think I'm all right now.
I'm so glad to hear it. You know, I think I ought to go see who it was ringing the bell.
Is that the police station, Madam? Come with me. Ah, bah.
Wasn't it?
No, it's the Alien, Leicester Square. Quick, before they come back, my uniform.
I told you it's in her kitchen.
No, it's not. I looked there.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Well, then we better start all over at the beginning.
Why waste time looking in the one place we know it isn't? Oh, you my darling. I never thought I'd be so pleased to put my eyes on you. Oh, my darling. I never thought I'd be so pleased to put my eyes on you.
Mrs. Tube, are you okay, Mom?
Yes, Ida. Did you hear the bells ringing?
Hear them? I wrote them.
What do you mean?
Well, he wrote on the 10-bob note, ring church bells.
Ah, the trick worked. The Ruddy Red thought it was the signal for the communist revolution.
So that's why he changed his tune so quickly.
Yeah, speaking of changing, I better go in here.
That's you, Ida.
Oh, Uncle's in there. You go upstairs, and when you're finished...
Jump out the window? We need to get out of here as soon as possible.
Are there any more biscuits in the kitchen?
I think you ate
Oh,
them.
Penelope, it was Ida who was...
They will not steal that look. One moment, Holger.
Oh, Miss Skillen, haven't you gone home yet?
No, but I am leaving your house this instant.
That's the best news I've had all evening.
Masters, you have horrified me. Mrs. Tube, you have only confirmed the opinion I have always held of you.
Miss Skillen, you may be one of my oldest parishioners, but I will not stand here and listen to you besmirch my wife's character.
Character?
Well, she may be a trifle more broad-minded than we are, but...
Penelope.
Oh, no!
Have you seen my trousers?
Trousers! Oh! What? Yes, surely it is
What is?
Mrs. Toots' sweetheart! Really? The soldier in the Jeep! Got a photo of this. It was you having the rough and tumble on the carpet with Mrs. Toots!
What?
And I thought it was you, but it was you! How did you come by those clothes?
Now, Penelope, what is all this about?
I should like to know what everything is about.
We'd better tell them.
Yes, I suppose we'd better. Lionel, sit here. You see, Lionel, Clive.
Hi, I'm Clive. How do you do?
How do you do?
He's an old friend of mine.
Very old.
We toured together in a play called Private Lives.
Little time to leave.
Now, you see, Lionel, after you'd gone this evening, Clive turned up here.
And as we're very old friends, she thought we should spend the evening together.
And I saw that the little theater was playing Private Lives, so I suggested we should go see it.
You see,
Lionel, after you'd
I
gone
haven't
this
seen
evening,
Melody
Clive turned
since-
up here.
until tonight.
And as
I'm in the Army now. I'm
I
stationed there with
suggested
him.
we go out somewhere. I saw
saw her the other day as I was driving through the village with a Jeep, and I thought I would look her up, so I called here.
Had a balance for
Well,
Clive,
when we were going
and
out,
he
she
was
saw the local
one
paper
shot,
with the
so I
local
went
company
over
was playing Private Lives. Where are you at?
Second best suit, where are you?
Private Lives, I'll catch you up. So, of course, we had to see it, and Lionel was out of bounds because I was in uniform. So her idea was that I would wear Lionel's second best suit.
And of
Then,
course, if
we
I
were
had
just
any
going out,
idea that
our
you were going to
car
arrive
fight when
dream
we were
of going.
playing with
You do know what I'm saying, don't
It's
you?
very tricky. Let me. Anyway,
Just
while we were
about
doing
to
it,
go.
Skillet
We
came
were
in.
gonna have a
So
fight.
we were like this, and we were on the floor.
Just like this.
And we were scrambling. Skillet walked over.
Beast, brute, swine, devil! And that's how it all began.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Hello, love. How are you, darling? Right. I've been doing this for months, doing this. This is so much fun. Well, I've been able to do it for years. That's something that my brother and I have just but the other ones, they did a good job. They were going, they really got it. Yeah, come on. Certain work. Thank you. Hey, darling, you did a good job. Thank you so much. It's been